Here are 5 boring ways that I save money that actually work. In the current economy, every single dollar counts. I don't think there's a savings hack that isn't worth it. And so these are the things that I do and have incorporated into my regular routine that help me keep more money in my pocket. Number 1, and honestly probably the most boring, is that I cook 99% of my meals at home. I stick to a pretty strict $300 a month grocery budget, and I do this because I follow what I call the 3-2-1 method. I plan 3 dinners, 2 lunches, and 1 breakfast every week. And really, what this helps me do is it helps me stick to a grocery budget and use up what I actually have without feeling super bored like I'm eating the same things every day. Like, yes, I will eat leftovers and I'll cook one dinner that I'll then eat again the next night, but I'm not eating the same 2 meals all week long. In my opinion, this makes it a little bit easier, especially if you're cooking for one, to stick to a grocery budget and to keep things interesting so you're not always tempted to order out. Number 2 is I cycle my paid subscriptions. So this means that at any point in time, I am only paying for one streaming service and one paid media service at a time. So right now I'm using Hulu and I'm using the Wall Street Journal, which I actually get reimbursed for with my Amex card. But for example, if I wanted to switch to Netflix, I would pause or cancel my Hulu so that I'm not paying for 2 streaming services that I'm not actually using. When you really think about it, if you're subscribed to multiple streaming services, you're not using each individual one to its fullest capacity. So there's no point in paying for all of them at once. And most streaming services will allow you to pause your account so you don't lose everything. And then that way you can go back to it when there's stuff on there you actually want to watch. Number 3 is that I generally aim to fill my time with free or low cost activities like reading, walking, cooking, doing things at home, having my friends over. Yes, I do enjoy some more expensive activities. I like going to Pilates and I like playing tennis, but that's not what I'm filling most of my time with. You can still be social without spending a lot of money, but I also think it's really important to create social activities and social environments that don't revolve solely around going out to eat or going to the bars. Number 4 is I avoid stockpiling products. I'm actually doing a project pan. So I will use up all of the products that I have before I go out and buy new ones. However, the exception to this rule is that I will repurchase products that I've repurchased before that I know I'll use if I see them going on sale. So, for example, I have a couple of products that I use from Paula's Choice that I've repurchased like 10 times. I actually have a list of the products that I allow myself to buy duplicates of or to repurchase when they're on sale. And if I see that Paula's Choice is having a sale, I will go and buy 2 or 3 of them so I can get them at a lower price because I know I will use them. And number 5 is I use my credit card rewards to the absolute maximum fullest as possible. I've made sure my wallet is optimized and I'm using specific cards for specific things. So, for example, I have a Bilt card and I get 3x points on dining. And so I'm always using that Bilt card when I go out to eat. I have an Amex Platinum card where I get tons of additional benefits back for the higher annual fee. And so I make sure that I'm enrolled in all those benefits and I'm using them on the quarterly basis. Through everything I'm purchasing on those cards, I'm also earning points that I can use to book flights. I fly pretty often. And so I'm just making sure that the money I am spending is going as far as it possibly can in terms of points redemption, but also in terms of making sure that if I am paying an annual fee, I'm reaping all of the rewards of that. If you want a full breakdown of the credit cards in my wallet, let me know. I'm happy to make that video. But if you have a boring way that you save money, I'd love to hear it in the comments.